we moved and I'm so happy that we moved. Hello everyone, if you're new here, hi, my name is Noah. I'm a Cuban living in Romania, and in this video I will be telling you everything from my experience of moving here in Romania. If you like this kind of video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, because that would help me so much. So I know in other parts of Europe it's very difficult and very different, the moving thing, because they need a lot of documents that here in Romania are not needed to move into a new apartment. First of all, I want to say that I didn't even think of moving the apartment that we were in. To this moment that I'm recording the video, we haven't yet delivered the apartment to the landlord because our contract ended on November 21st, and today it's still not November 21st, so I'm recording this in advance. You will see my cats around, by the way. We were not actually looking to move because I didn't think that we would be in the need to move to a new apartment and maybe pay more than we were already paying in our previous apartment. But then one day my husband came to me and he was like, do you want to move? And I was like, I don't know, do I want to move? And I was like, instantly started looking for apartments because this is something that I'm really eager for. I love looking for apartments. Even though if I'm not moving, I love watching apartments that are available for renting. And this is just for fun. I just like that. I don't know what to say. After he asked if I wanted to move, I started thinking that actually there are a few reasons for which I wanted to move out of that apartment. The apartment itself was not the bigger issue, right? First thing that I wanted to move out for was the kitchen. The kitchen at my previous apartment was very small and you didn't have space to do anything. I had a table, I'm gonna be showing you photos around or maybe a video, and I had like the sink area for washing the dishes, and there was the kitchen over there. And then after that, I didn't have no counter space, and I didn't also have no storage space, which is very important. I couldn't buy like a lot of plates and other stuff that maybe you need in a kitchen because I didn't have enough space. So that was a very big reason.
As you can see, here are a few images of the apartment. The bathroom area was the biggest in the apartment, you know, like compared to the rest of the apartments. And it was also my favorite because it was modern and it was very nice actually. Following it is the living room area, which was very messy because we were still picking up some stuff we left behind. Following is the bedroom area, and as you can see, it's very small. Here was our mattress because we still hadn't bring it to our new apartment. But as you can see, there is not much space to do absolutely anything. Still, it was a new building and it was the 8th floor, so we actually liked it.
The rest of the apartment was small, but since we are only 2 people, we don't need much. So yeah, that wasn't an issue for me. Like, I want to move to a bigger place because of that. No, that was not an issue for us. But the other issue the apartment had was that whenever we wash the clothes, here in Romania, you just hang the clothes in a hanger. So whenever we had clothes drying, it would fill the entire room of whatever room we were in. So if we put it in the living room, it would be like the entire living room. If we put it in the kitchen, it would be the entire kitchen. If we put it in the bedroom area, it would take the entire bedroom area. And so we needed more space because whenever we were sleeping, we didn't want to leave it in the living room area because of the cats, and because we didn't want the clothes to be like filled with cat's hair. It was very difficult for us because whenever we wanted to get into the room, there was the hanger over there, and then we would try to play Tetris basically to get into the room to sleep, which is not convenient. But besides that, the apartment was good. We liked the apartment. It was modern. It was in a very big building in the 8th floor. It didn't have a balcony, but that was not like a must-have for us at the time that we rented it. When we first rented the apartment, we came from Baia Mare, and we were not in the position to specifically ask for something because we could not come here to watch the apartment. We came, we saw the apartment, And we moved in right away because it was not an option for us. We could not start watching the apartments. We just signed the contract and that was like it for that time. And so, my God, it's over there. We came in the car with everything that we had. So if we didn't have that apartment, I don't know, we would have been homeless for whatever time that we needed to find an apartment. But lucky for us, it didn't happen. Besides the apartment, which we didn't have an issue with, there was something about the building that we didn't like. The building was very dirty. Like, people in the building do not care a lot about cleaning and about keeping the cleaning on the building area, and that is something very important for me and my husband. We didn't like living in a dirty place. You will see the images, and people would spit on the elevator, would vomit on the elevator, would, I don't know, spit on the panel where you touch the numbers of the elevator, and that's just clearly disgusting. Like, you don't want to have to deal with that anywhere. The first floor was always dirty, like always dirty, even once someone pooped out of the building door. And it was not a dog poop, it was a person poop. That's something that maybe you don't want to hear about. But yeah, the thing is that we were not happy because, like, when you move to a building, you're still paying a fee for the maintenance of the building. And to see the building in such state is like, why am I paying for? It does not make any sense. Of course, in this payment includes the water and whatever from the building, but you know, like, it does not make sense that you're paying this amount a month and that the building is always gonna be dirty, it's always gonna be filled with whatever, because people clearly do not care, and I do care. So I cannot live in a place like that. I'm sorry, but my mom taught me to be clean, and that's what I have learned. I can be lazy sometimes with cleaning, but never to that point, ever to that point. So yeah, that was the biggest issue with the place that we were in. Those were the main reasons that we decided to leave. I said before that we didn't have like a lot of reasons to move out, but now that I think about it, we did have a lot of reasons to move out. But well, also I want to mention that the landlord was really nice the entire time with us, and I think we had a good relationship. I started looking for apartments, and there is something very specific that I want to say about this. We did not contact the agencies directly because the agencies, of course, they charge a fee, and we did not want to pay that fee. We just wanted to find apartments that were directly with the owner. I started looking for apartments in these sites over here. The first thing that I did, of course, since I don't speak Romanian like very fluently, I can understand a lot, but I cannot speak myself or make me understand to a Romanian speaker that does not speak English. I wrote myself down a message so that I could send this message to the landlords that we were interested in their apartments. I remember I sent a lot of messages and no one would answer ever. I was like, okay, maybe we need to change the method. Maybe I need to call, maybe I need to text on WhatsApp. I don't know, maybe I need to do something different for them to text me back. But whenever I called, no one answered. Whenever I text on WhatsApp, no one answered. It's like, are you interested in renting the apartment or not? I mean, if the apartment is already rented, you can actually just say like, okay, the apartment is already rented and that's it. But they didn't ever respond, which made me very confused. Like, many of the owners are interested in renting the apartment because this is the money that they get every month, but also the agencies, I mean, a real estate agent, and you will never pick up the phone. You will never answer a message. You will never answer a WhatsApp message. Then what are you doing? Are you even working? Yeah, I mean, that's something that very, very much pissed me off, because from 30, 40, I don't know how many apartments we texted and called and tried to reach, and we only finished seeing 3 apartments. 3. Of course, this was in a very short period of time. We started looking before October 21st, and within a week we found the apartments. It was not like I took a long time or took a month looking for an apartment, but just saying, this time that we texted and contacted a lot of landlords and a lot of agents, we only got to see 3 apartments. Here in Romania, they call it 2-room apartment, an apartment that has 2 separate rooms, like the bedroom and the living area separately. If you ask for a bedroom, you will get a studio apartment. And that was not what we wanted. We wanted to find a 2-room apartment because we wanted to have like the bedroom area separated from the living room area. Our budget was from 350 to 400 euros. Here the prices are not the same as in the rest of Europe, so that's why you will see that the cost of the apartments is not too much in comparison to other European countries. But here in Romania, for the salary that we get, it is okay. That was our budget. We didn't want to go over 400 because you never know, you still need to leave and save money and everything else, so not all your money can go to the apartment itself. The first one was really nice. The girl that I talked to, she spoke English, was perfect because I could really communicate with her and tell her everything that I needed and that I wanted. First of all, I was looking for an apartment that was pet friendly because I have 2 cats. And not every landlord accepts pets, which I understand totally, but it is very difficult to find apartments with pet friendly for cats or whatever. And so she told me that the apartment was pet friendly and it was so pretty. Everything was made for her because she was the one that was going to live in that apartment. But for some reason that I don't know, and I didn't ask of course, she was not going to be staying at that apartment. So we went there. They were super nice. The apartment was even better than the pictures, and it was beautiful. It was everything that we wanted because it was spacious and it had a separate room. It also had a walk-in closet, which was amazing for us. So after we went to the apartment, we wanted to also walk around the area to see what was closed, the bus stops that were closed, everything, stores, everything that we could need basically. And we found that there was a big issue because the apartment was not being rented with the parking space. It was being rented without the parking space. So we walked a little bit around to see if it was going to be possible for us to find a parking space around the area. Because here in Romania you can find a lot of free parking space just around the block. But this was a very nice area with a lot of buildings. So many buildings that it was nearly impossible to find free parking space around the area because of how crowded the area was. There are a lot of cars in Bucharest in general, more cars than people, I believe, and it is very difficult to find a parking space if you do not have a parking space with your rent and with your apartment. That was our biggest issue there. We talked to her and told her like, okay, I am going to think about it and I'm gonna call you back or text you back to see if we liked it, also if you liked us. So we were thinking for a few minutes, my husband and I, and we got to the conclusion that even though the apartment was perfect for us, it was so pretty, it was so well, it was also good decorated, it was very nice, and the quality was very good. But in this case, we decided that the apartment was really far from where we live now, and my husband has transportation from his work, and there was no one who worked in his job that would go to our place to pick him up because it was too far, and basically no one would live around that area that the apartment was located in. I talked to them and they said that they could actually rent us the parking space, but it would be an extra charge. We didn't want it to go over the budget that we had. I was talking to her to see if there was a way in which she could maybe negotiate the price of the parking space, and she said yes, but the apartment still was very far, and my husband would have to wake up very early in the morning and then get home very late in the night, which was not ideal. So we decided that we were not going to take that one. For the second apartment, my husband has a friend from work and he was helping us with everything to find an apartment too, because he's a very nice person, and there was this neighbor that he had that was renting an apartment in the same building that he lived. We went to see the apartment and it was not the apartment of my dreams. I thought that the floor and the furniture that was there made a lot of visual noise because it was a lot. Then when you saw it in person, it was different. It was just like the way that they took the photos, it was not very good. But the apartment itself was very spacious. It had a balcony. The kitchen was very nice and very well equipped. The bedroom, I really liked the bedroom because it was spacious-ish. It had a lot of storage space. The thing that I didn't like about this apartment was that the floors, I didn't like the floors at all. But you know, that is not a big issue. And since no one is answering the phone, maybe we just would have to stick with whatever we could find within our budget. I didn't like the bathroom at all. I hated the bathroom so much. But talking to my husband, we got to the conclusion that of course we can put a bit of lighting, we can put a little bit of furniture around to make it look better. And that was not an issue for us. She was kind of happy with us, but there were some red flags. The first red flag was, of course, I told her that we had kittens, and she said that since we were friends with that person, she would let us have the cats in her apartment. And I thought at the moment that was very nice of her, because when you don't allow pets, you just don't allow pets, and that's okay. There are your conditions. She was like, yeah, I will let you have the cats because you're friends with my friend and I trust him, and I know that if he's your friend, you must be nice people. Everything was nice over there. The apartment was 380. The first red flag that I had was that actually she asked for our astrological signs. I'm not the biggest believer in astrology or whatever. I am a big fan of my sign, but that's just it. I don't use it to like define people, because that does not define you as a person. And she asked my husband, well, what's your astrological sign? And he said Gemini. And she said, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to trust you. And then when I saw mine, I said I'm a Capricorn. She said, yeah, but I can trust you. And he looked at me and he was like, what is going on here? But basically we talked to her and everything seemed nice. We would have to pay the rent, a month of guarantee, and we will also have to pay half of the monthly rent to the agency that was till that moment we were okay. Usually what you pay here is the monthly rent and a month of guarantee. Maybe some other landlords ask for more, but that's not the usual. The usual is a month of guarantee and a month of rent. We agreed that we would do that. We went home again thinking about if we wanted to move or not, if this could be a good place for us. When we started talking, my husband and I was like, yeah, I mean, it is not the most beautiful apartment that I have seen, but we can work with that. We can decorate it in our way. We can do a lot of things, because she was very flexible with us. The next day we went to talk to the landlord, and she said like, oh yeah, but look, I need to talk to my parents because they are in this too. She was an adult woman, by the way. An adult woman, and the apartment was hers, only for you to have an idea of what I'm talking to you. But she said like, look, my parents are also involved in this and I have to talk to them and stuff. I was at work and then I received like this big message. And she was like telling me that instead of 1 month of guarantee, she would ask for 2 months of guarantee plus rent, plus half the rent for the agency, which was a lot of money already. After that, she would want us to have like regular visits from her brother to see that the apartment was okay and was not being damaged by the cats. At this point, I got really pissed, because of course you are signing a contract, and if you're signing a contract and I'm giving you a guarantee, this guarantee covers for the expenses and for everything that my cats can do. And if this does not cover that, of course we are rational people, and of course we're gonna pay for it. It is not an issue for us. It is not an issue for anyone that has pets responsibly. And so she came with this, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? And I told her, like, very respectfully, of course, that we are adults, that we are responsible people, and of course that we are gonna pay for everything that the cats can do. But we were not able to having someone visit the apartment sometime to see if we were the person that we said we are. And so no, we said completely no for that apartment. So I continued in the search and I continued looking for an apartment, and then we found this one. I called the landlord. He spoke English and we communicated in English perfectly. There was still people living here when I contacted him. He talked to them and we came to see the apartment. and we thought it was amazing. I mean, we thought it was amazing by the photos, but also when we came here, we saw that it was better than in the photos. And so yeah, of course, we were totally excited about this apartment because it was very, very big in comparison to the apartments that we saw before, in comparison to the apartment that we had before. We came to pick up the keys and sign the contract on the same 8th of November. We received the keys, and the next day we started moving. And I'm so happy and so grateful that we got it. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just gonna show you a little bit of the apartment so that you guys can see. I was waiting for the sun to come out to be able to record this video with like the most beautiful natural light, but it is not possible because it is cloudy, and it has been cloudy ever since, I don't know. So when you walk, the first thing that you see is the coats area. Here is a mirror. This is the cat's thing to play. As you can see, it is all broken because this little kitten is a lot. Here we have a walk-in closet that we are using for storage mostly. I'm gonna give you a quick view. There you can see it is actually very big, and there is a lot. There's a lot of over there. Come on. So when you look to the right, you can see the living room slash kitchen slash dining area. As you can see, it's an open space. Here is the couch. That I always have that on the couch because I use it all the time. And here is everything from the apartment that you can see. If you walk, here is a dining area. This is a mess because I'm gonna start working soon, and of course it is a mess. I have my notes there, and I was recording the video right over there. The curtains are not mine. The curtains came with the apartment. I'm not the biggest fan, but for now they're gonna stay there. This is the kitchen area, which I totally love so much because it's open and it has a lot of space, and everything that I need is just there. And coming from a kitchen like the one that I had to this one is a big update. And here is the balcony, our hanger and things for cleaning the apartment. And as you can see, this is our balcony and some sitting area to relax. It's very cold, so I'm gonna close. So if you look back, you will see again the table, everything else. I have the lights on because there is not enough sun. And if you walk over here, you can see the bathroom is the first thing. That also has a window, but there's no light coming from there. It's a very spacious bathroom, which I totally love. I never had a bathroom this big before. And so there's the washing machine. Here it is not a thing to have washer and dryer, so only washing machine and place for storage. If you get to the right is the bedroom. And I have the lights on because I'm gonna film this. The first thing to the left is a very, very big wardrobe in which we have all of our clothes, my husband and mine. The stickers on the wall, I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm not sure if I will keep them or if I will take them away. My landlord said it was okay to take them away. So this is the bed. It's very big. Actually, our sheets are smaller than the bed and we have to buy new ones. This is the TV that was here before, and we have very, very big windows. That's my thing to cover myself in the nights, because we're not currently using a duvet because it is very hot in this apartment. Here we have big windows, which I totally love. And if you look back, you will see again the door. And this is it for the apartment. And you are back to the main area. Wait. And you get back to the main area. basically this is it about this video. I love this kind of video, so if you like this kind of video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, because that would help me so much. That will be all for now, so bye bye.